Hello, this is Eric from Game Pro Services, and today we've got another laptop acquisition that we're going to be looking at and installing. This is an HP 15 laptop. Don't know the specific model yet, but we will be taking a look at this in just a moment. This one's actually kind of easy to unbox, except I gotta just scoot over a second. Yeah, not the best opener out there. You can just laugh about it. Oh, this is not a how-to video, guys. This is a video where people can laugh about it. Okay, that was easy to unbox. So we have an HP. This has a Radeon graphics. It only sits at 1 gigahertz, 4 gigabytes of RAM, 500 gigabyte hard drive. We'll look at the. Oh, there's a what is this? Headphone port, USB port. I think it's an optical drive. Here we have power. I think it's internet or modem. I don't know. HDMI to USB ports. Let's look at the back. Don't know if you can see it, but it's 15-F004DX. It doesn't say when it was manufactured. I believe it was manufactured sometime in 2016 or 2017. Can't remember. But here we have the touchpad mouse, 15.5 inches or 15.6 inches. Here's our backlit keyboard, power. Yeah, it's got to be plugged. Yeah, it has to be plugged in. But I'll go ahead and plug it in, and then we'll power it up, and I'll be back on the other side. Oh, by the way, this is the only power adapter I could get. This is aftermarket. It's third party, but I'm pretty sure it will work. Hopefully it does, because I bought it on eBay. I don't want to return it, but here's this. All right, it's plugged in. I can see the light. It means it is working, so we'll go ahead and power this up. If it will boot up. Oh yeah, CMOS. Yeah, CMOS checksum invalid. Okay, that's a typical error. Yeah, pretty typical CMOS error. I don't think it was used for a long time. I don't know. And of course, we do not have an. Of course, we don't have an operating system. That is definitely. And yes, we don't have an operating system. That's to be expected. Oh yeah, we get a manufacture date of June 20th, 2015. So that's when it was manufactured. And today's date is not January 1st, 2013. It was New Year's Day. I was 14 years old at the time. I was at home at the time. Okay, today's October 6th. Oops. 2025. The time, it's 1:27 p.m. Okay, yeah, AMD with the Radeon HD graphics processor, 1 gigahertz, 4 gigs of RAM, 500 gig hard drive. Would have originally came with Windows 8.1, but I'm actually gonna put Windows 10 on it. Take a look at the boot options. Yeah, I want legacy support. up there because I'm going to put Windows 10 on it. Should be this one. I'll see if I'll plug it in. Okay, there we go. We'll save. No. Yeah, we'll go ahead and go that. What's the boot? What's the boot menu? Yeah, let me look up the key, see what the boot is. Hold on. Okay, had to do some research on the internet. It tells me to hit the F9 button repeatedly. Up to the top. Okay, yeah, we had to do legacy support in order to complete the change, so we'll go ahead and use USB hard drive. Want Windows 10 setup 64-bit? Yep, that's what we want. Alright, it's going to load the files. Yeah, you would have had the option to either have Windows 8.1 or Windows 10 if you would have gotten this back in June of 2015. Because I remember Windows 10 came out, I think in August of 2015, I can't remember. But yeah, you would have had the option to either have 8.1 or Windows 10 when you got this in June of 2015. But this one, we're going to put Windows 10 on it, because no big deal. Why not? And yeah, Windows 10 is going to end support around this time of next year. So get it while you can. Okay. Hit next. Hit install now. Should be starting. Okay. We want Windows 10 Pro OEM. Okay. Set the agreement. Custom. Okay. There's our 500 gig hard drive. So we will use it. And then what's going to do, it's going to format the hard drive first, and then it's going to copy all the files. I've shown this to you many times in our installation on YouTube before. So we're just gonna fly by. So in this video, we're gonna fly by this, and then we will be done, and then we'll be back when it's done. Okay, it restarted. It took a while to get everything installed and ready, but I guess it's almost done. It says just a moment. It has just restarted the computer. So we'll wait and see what loads up next. See what it does next. This might take a bit. Let me pause right here. Okay, and now it's going to want us to set up the basics. So, yep, I'm in the US. Yeah, we don't get Cortana. Sometimes we do get Cortana. Sometimes we don't. This one we don't. Sometimes we do. Enable. Yeah, right keyboard layout. Don't want to add a second layout. I'm not gonna connect. Not gonna connect to the internet. I'm not gonna connect to the internet right now. Continue with limited setup. It'll just be user. I'm not gonna enter a I'm not gonna create a password because it's not needed. Yeah, we'll take that. Accept digital assistant because it's nice to have. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, it's gonna do the rest, and then we will let it do its thing. And then we'll be back when it's done. I'll get the flash drive for the drivers, and then we'll be back when it's done. Okay, so we are back. We're now ready to install drivers. We've got the card reader, chipset, vendor, video, chipset, LAN, sound, touchpad, vendor, and Wi-Fi. In fact, I need to turn the volume up. Okay, we will select everything, and then I'm going to probably try to update the BIOS as well. So, oh, and I did install an application, which was HP Connection Optimizer, which is pretty nice to have. So, everything's going to install, and then I will go ahead and restart the computer, and then I will be back when it's done. So, hang in there. Alright, guys, so that's going to wrap up today's video. I will be putting it up on eBay so that you guys can take a look at it. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and leave a comment. And I will see you next time.